Yo, hey, what's up guys? In today's video, I'm gonna share my TRUNDA team. And even if you maybe not have the right stats that I have right now, you can learn a lot about it, how to create a team, and maybe you just go lower difficulties, or maybe you just don't do as much damage as I will do in this video, but you will learn a lot. So here's the team. I know the best team is actually a finer team. That is that faction guardian chick that does a lot in a team like this, but I don't have her, so I needed to have another team. And what you first have to check in your team is, do you have the certain things that are required for Hydra? It is not like before anymore where you just go in and whatever you bring, you reset and you just kill that thing. No, you need to bring the right things like Provoke, what we have on our Wixwell, or like block buffs from our Gerbtuck. And that's how we actually still like, wait, there's one thing missing. Yeah, Perfect Veil, like Perfect Veil, Provoke, and block buffs are the most necessary things, and then you kind of have to squeeze in something that can reset your TRUNDA, that she's gonna hit a little bit more often. So whatever you do on the end, if you use other champions that I might don't have, so I cannot create your team, but you have something in mind where you can cover all the necessary things in there, plus reset your TRUNDA and get all the decreased defenses out there. And that's how I came up with this team. The Wixwell could be technically someone else. Like, yeah, it's hard to say, but it's Krisk, for example, because he does the Provoke and does the Mischief tanking. Yes, so that's what you could do. Nia could be Lammasu. Gerbtuck can be if you have Lammasu in there, then you don't need it anymore. But if you have Nia if you have Nia in there, you can still go for anybody that gives you block buffs. Fuel would be an amazing champion, but not everybody has it. Like I myself don't have it. But yeah, basically block buffs in there and you should be fine. And for the Perfect Veil, I have Glycard, is a damage booster, is really good about it. That's why he is in my team. But a Duchess, for example, could be really good in here. And there are certain other champions that can do it. Maybe not bringing a revive anymore. So if something goes wrong, that you can revive your team. And yeah, Duchess would probably be the best, but kind of any Perfect Veil champion. If you play your cards the right way, you're not gonna die anyway. So, I think that's enough about the team. Let's go quickly into it. I'm not gonna show the whole run because I personally think that the run is a little bit boring and I could just not do the TRUNDA team anymore and I would be happy. But since it is the best damage thing in the game, or Hydra, and it's competition, we want to have the number one. I give it my best, I have a TRUNDA, I use it, I increase her things. But if she would be gone, I would be like, yes, nice, I don't have to do this brainless thing anymore. But what is gonna happen at the beginning? We're just focusing up to kill one thing. We had to provoke the left head because he would steal all the buffs, not steal, cleanse all the buffs from them, and then poison cloud would happen. That's why you still need the certain things in your team. So you can place a provoke or a block buffs in our case, so they don't get, they don't get poison cloud anymore. And what is our goal in this team? To have always one head killed, to abuse, to do insane damage on the others. If you have 3 heads killed, it's okay, it's even better, you do more damage, but your goal is just to have one at minimum down. Sometimes it can be beneficial to kill like the last one. If I would kill, for example, right now, the right one, and then I would be able to do my big smack, it would be actually beneficial to do it, so we can actually get more damage. But otherwise, it is for your strategy a little bit harder because you need to, if you have them all down and you kill them all in the same pace, then they all gonna respawn and they all have these nasty little things. You gotta wait a little bit. Sometimes it's beneficial to kill them all, make them all respawn at the same time. Yes, that is a nice little damage increase, but you have to deal with all the other things afterwards. Like they will happen. You need your block buffs ready and all that. If the poison guy comes out and you just make him respawn, just have it ready. And so it's sometimes a little bit not so great. So your first goal is to just have one head all the time down. If you are going past that moment where you're like, hey, I have really good stats now, I have really a lot more things going on, then it's kind of a little bit better to try to kill them all. But there's, for example, one big thing, the Mischief. If I have my TRUNDA buffed up right now, and the Mischief has Hex in this moment, he does not have it right now, the right head, then you still, wait, if I'm buffed up with my Trunda, I have all the necessary things, and the Mischief has decreased defense and weaken and Hex, and I can actually attack him, a really good, just from me, tip is just use your Trunda to kill that Mischief. You can use A1, it will die if you have enough stats. If you don't have enough stats, you can go lower stages and perform the trick right now, because you just have more. If I kill that head, for example, right now, I would just have more downed heads, I do more damage, and everything would be just a little bit more nicer, because I have more damage. But it's not like you can use it all the time. Like, for example, right now, if I use it right now, I technically can't, he has that buff, but if he goes first and I kill him, and the middle right one, I forgot his name, he still has that I don't get any damage kind of buff. So sometimes it's a little bit tricky to get in, but the most brainless thing is just have one dead at minimum, attack that with the A2, and then you should be fine. You kill the others by the one dead one. The dead one is gonna respawn, the others are dead, and just loop that thing the whole time. That's why it's a little bit boring for me, but yeah, it is how it is. There's one other thing that is super important, and a lot of people struggle. I don't actually know why, but hear me out. Maybe it's because I have Gerbtug and the damage boosted, so it's kind of okay for me. But you get Eden on your Trunda. In this team, she's the most critical damage, so obviously she's gonna get first Eden. The first one is not the hardest, because the bar is a little low, and overall you don't get Eden too much, because you kill legitimately. They take a turn, like a boss, a head comes back, you cannot attack them, they do one turn, and then they're dead. So the eating part is not happening too often, but at the beginning, what I highly recommend, since you don't use Trunda's A3 at some point, not anymore, like it's not happening anymore at all. Just keep it back and right, maybe I press the info tab, that's a video what I recorded already, but maybe I press the info tab, but I kind of try to keep track when I get Eden. For example, if I have a 2 on my Trunda right now, and I know, hey, 2 heads gonna take a turn, I know for myself I get Eden, so I would press the HP burn. So some of those heads have HP burn, and when you try to free up your Trunda, it's way easier. I think it didn't actually happen for me, I kind of messed it up a little bit, but it's okay. Right there, I killed the Mischief, because I know it's kind of beneficial to kill it, and then afterwards attack it. I hope I'm gonna open up the info tab in a second, and then we kind of skip to the end, and yeah, like that's the most parts where you're like, oh, okay, this is kind of hard, I get Eden, how do I free them up? First of all, use the HP burn from Trunda herself to free her up, and otherwise what I didn't do is like, yeah, right here, I do have a little bit time, that is okay, but at some points I get Eden, and I did not get out the HP. Let's skip a little bit forward. Where is she get Eden? Right here? Did she got Eden already? No, it can't be true. Wait. Come on. I cannot actually see her buffs. Wait. Ah, no, she got Eden. Nice. Wait, does she? Yes, she got Eden. I did not use the HP burn. That was my mistake. But I can use the damage from my other champions. And not everybody of mine has actually War Master. Wixwell, for example, does not. He needs I think resistance or accuracy about his masteries. And I don't think Lydia has it right now. And I am able to free her up. So the first time is actually not so bad. It's a little bit different when you get Eden later on again. Everybody else can get Eden, no problem. You have your Trunda, free them up. But if Trunda gets Eden again, it's gonna get a little bit harder. But like I said already, you're not getting Eden so often that the bar is hugely big. So if you just have War Master on your champions, that should be fine. That's not the most hardest thing to do, because even those champs can do it. It's not like a finer set where everybody has more ignore defense and they do insane damage, build them crit damage, and no, I don't have another damage dealer. They're just in protections, and we talk about the gear in a second. But let's just skip a little bit further. Let's go to the end. It's gonna be always the same. I attack, I use my A2 on Trunda, I use A1 on Trunda, I use A2 on Trunda, and that's it. I'm gonna reset with Nia, my Trunda. Everybody else is fast enough, so they get the buffs and debuffs out naturally, and it should be fine. The only thing I can tell you about the Gerbtug, and especially Gerbtug, if you don't have him in your team, it's different. But if he uses the poison and Nia is gonna reset afterwards, Nia, her skill is also cleansing debuffs. That would not be nice. So what I do is just, hey, I use the reset first. And yeah, then afterwards I use the poisons again because I just want them. They're such a good damage booster that I actually want them. But let's skip a little bit further. My run actually didn't go all the way to the end. Wasn't so nice. It's faster. Faster! So, 3 billion. Come on. I know that, yeah, you know the outcome. It's in the thumbnail, but 4 billion. And at some point here, something went wrong. Let me see, kind of. I want to see my mistake. I think I got, yeah. Was it that one that was... No, that was actually... See, I got her up again. I was trying to get the HP burn out, but kind of, I got distracted or something. It's my bad. But yeah, you can see, you can free up yourself on your TRUNDA. Wait, was she even... Was she... Wait, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong, okay? I didn't pay attention too much, but yeah. She will get eaten in a second again. Oh, wait. Sorry for that. Wait, there was something else going wrong. Ah, nah, my Clay card died on poisons, and I could have used Gerbduck, his heal on him. I usually don't do that at all in the fight. But yeah, alright, but the run kind of is still okay. I have nothing against it. It's still way more than I had before, so it's totally fine. Now we're gonna take a look at the stats. And if you don't have the stats right now, please don't get angry. I'm just trying to explain how it works. And if you can't do it, go on lower difficulties, accept lower damage. If you go in and do 2.5 billion in Nightmare mode, that is still really nice, dude. Like, that is incredible good. Other teams, they are struggling. They need like the craziest shit ever, and they cannot compete with TRUNDA. Still very fine. Accept it. It's cool. Work on it. No problem. But yeah, it's my TRUNDA in Merciless and Zeal. It is really nice because you get an extra damage booster. Let me quickly... I kind of need to press in because it's super fast right now. And yeah, 220 speed, 10,200 attack, and 400 crit damage. I know, those stats are not easy, but you can simply do that with 8,500 attack, 350 crit damage. You still should be fine. 320 crit damage. It's not like you're out of the window. No doubt. Wait, quickly, about the base about this team is TRUNDA is 200 speed, and the rest goes over 300. So you you take 3 turns on all the other champions. For example, Nia, that she gets perfectly her skill ready, and TRUNDA is gonna get 2 turns. So Nia can always come in, reset TRUNDA, she does 1 A1, and afterwards she has her skill ready, and everything is kind of naturally rotating. So, and I have this one right there. It's kind of the best about the... I don't think I did. Those sometimes trigger. I wish I had better ones, but yeah, it is how it is. And yeah, we do have Nature's Wrath. It was a little bit quick. Nature's Wrath 6-star for me. It's the best. It's an extra multiplier instead of just ignoring defense or something. And masteries are like this because I do actually get debuffs. I take the debuff one. When I get more debuffs, I get more attack, and Helm Smasher, the usual basically. And yeah, Lydia. Alright, again, over 300. You don't have to go crazy over 300. It's still okay. I use my stuff, you know, I use it, and yeah, it is how it is. Of course, you need the accuracy, and she is in a Fero set for me. You can use a protection set, no problem. But a Fero set gives you a little bit more multipliers if you actually get the block buffs and her poison sensitivity out there too. But also, I do have block buffs already, so it is not happening all the time. If Gerbduck does block buffs first and she does her skill afterwards, it's just 5% more. But you can get up to 10% more damage on her. No relic. I have cruelty. If I had a bigger soul, would be actually nice. Would be more damage. No War Master here. I think I should change that, but maybe I need like the accuracy. I don't know why I actually did it like this, but War Master would be better to free up yourself, like your TRUNDA when she get eaten. It's way easier, but it kind of depends what kind of stats you have and all that. So Lydia, Glycard. He is in a protection, 9 piece. Of course, he does many buffs. He goes in protection. About the stats, he is a little bit more than my other one because I actually don't know. I think I should just make him around 300 would be better. I think he's taking too many turns. Like almost 400 is kind of, I know, and I think it's also myself a little bit too much. I think I just went protection set, most speed. Here, take it on, take it on, take it on, take it on. Ah, yeah, should be fine. And yeah, it was fine. So about the relic, we don't have one. We have survival. Yeah, like that is kind of nice when you want to get more turns. But I'm so fast that that one is still kind of open for me. What I would do in there, I just picked something. It wasn't like other things would give me so much more. So War Master on him to free up TRUNDA a little bit easier. It's also for Chimera. So Gurptak, quickly 9-piece protection. You will get yourself out and you put poisons on yourself. And then you do your A1 and that gives you a continuous heal. And that is in protection set just more damage for you. And we're gonna put that mastery on us that we have the chance to increase the duration of a buff anyway. And there's a Wix will in it that can increase your buffs. So like there's a lot more damage what you can get if you put him in protection set instead of just his kit by himself. Stats are like, you have to pause quickly. It's a little bit hard. So cruelty on him too to decrease defenses because we are not ignoring 100% like a final team. And yeah, the masteries should be on War Master. I think would be better. But yeah, we have that one mastery. I think it's that one or that one. Or we have both. We can have the chance to increase our debuff duration longer to have our max. Like when we put the poisons on ourselves, we have longer of a effect. And we have on the continuous heals just for 1 turn usually, but we have the chance to make it 2 turns and then Wixwell is gonna increase it anyway. So we have just more damage bonuses. That's Wixwell, 9-piece protection. He's really good in that because he does some extra buffs. I do have increased defense already with my Glycard, but if Glycard would be Duchess, for example, then it's just an increased defense more than usual. And there's a shield and a intercept that is gonna boost your damage. So, relic, we don't have one. Cruelty on him too. And those are actually... Yeah, I think they're needed right now. I don't have like a 5-star soul for him, so I need the resistance right now and some okay, not really accuracy. I don't know why I didn't... Oh, wait, I did. Yeah, but those are the masteries. That's what I kind of need to get to the stats. And Nia, she is... in a merciless and cursed set. I already said that a speed tune is there. You are naturally going the turns that you need to reset the TRUNDA. But there's one thing that kind of brings a little bit unstableness in there. What if she gets eaten and then you free her up, then she comes back? You lose kind of a lot of turns. That's why I decided for me, Merciless, if she gets eaten, so she can get her reset skill faster back, so I can just keep my rotation naturally going. And the Cursed, obviously, for the Hex, you get more damage. Stats are like this. And Relic, no one. Cruelty, and we have Accuracy right now on her, because I needed the Accuracy. I couldn't get it done, like with the Cursed and Hex, and I actually don't have too much Cursed on my account. Yeah, but that's basically it. I showed you everything. I shared my team. I shared all the insights that I have. I kind of gave you the beginning of the rotation. It will always be the same thing. Sometimes there's a little bit luck included, how some champions, some heads are going, like the one is super slow and it maybe does not take a turn before your TRUNDA has the skill ready, but all the others are about to respawn, so you kind of have to use your skill. It's kind of a little bit luck, what we all have to face, but it's not like you cannot just brute force yourself afterwards to the win again because you just kill one head and keep up the rotation afterwards. And yeah, that's basically it. Subscribe if you haven't done already. Like, and yeah, have a nice day.